it's Sam.
And Chelsea.
You know Chelsea is my bestie, and I'm in Tahoe right now because we are filming something that is a little different for my channel, but something that I think is going to be very helpful for a lot of women and men out there. Back in March, we did a little trip to Florida, and we filmed the whole entire process. We are here in Florida, and we just arrived. We're very excited because tomorrow Chelsea is getting arm lipo. She's going to be going to Dr. Sue with art lipo, and she's going to be awake during the procedure.
Yeah, I've done a ton of research, obviously, but they call it celebrity arms, so basically I'm coming back as a celebrity.
So watch out.
Yeah, watch out, everybody. But yeah, so basically it's like a 360 degree liposuction where they go all the way around the arm entirely. Since you're awake, you're allowed to kind of interact more, so they can sculpt around your muscles, and the results I've seen have been
They
fantastic.
look amazing. Like, we were like looking together like on the phone, and I was like, look at this one. Wait, go to the second page.
Did you see this one?
Like, it was so cool. So we're super pumped for her. So obviously I'm gonna be here filming it, and we're gonna be doing it tomorrow at a very early time.
Yeah, bright and early at 7 a.m.
in the morning.
Yeah.
So we just checked into our hotel. So we are in Tampa, Florida. So just in case anybody is interested in getting this procedure done. And we are just staying at the Holiday Inn. I feel like Holiday Inn, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
They're always good. They're very consistent, Holiday Inn. So she's gonna be here,
so I can
recovering.
Look out the window while I recover.
Yeah, she's gonna be in here just resting. We're gonna watch our TV. We have our fridge. She can look at the ocean, feel relaxed. She's obviously nervous.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
it's
definitely
kind of
nervous. And my hair's looking interesting, but don't
well,
mind
we've
it.
just been on planes all day long.
Lots of planes, trains, and automobiles. It's fine.
They reached out to me and asked me if I wanted the procedure. First of all, I'm a super big wimp, so I was like, maybe not. And also, I knew that Chelsea has been self-conscious of her arms for basically
ever
since we were in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So when they reached out to me with this possible procedure for me to feature on my channel, I immediately thought of Chelsea, and I asked them like, hey, I'm actually not personally wanting to do it, but I have a friend who would be very interested, I think. Would that be something that you guys would be interested in? So then I called up Chelsea, and she remembers where she was when she knows. So I'll let her tell you that.
I totally remember. It was before the holidays, and I was Christmas shopping. I think I was at like Petco or Pet Supermarket. I was like looking for cat toys because my mom has a really cute cat. Anyway, and Sam called, and I answered the phone, and she basically, you know, kind of presented this opportunity to me, and it was like a Christmas miracle.
I feel like you were like shocked at first.
I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
For real? Like, is this?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So basically, she said, yeah, I think I would be down.
Yeah.
So luckily, Dr. Sue said, you know what? Yes, I would love to do it for your friend and have you kind of document her experience and the reveal and everything like that. So in March, we went down to Florida, and we stayed. How long did we stay there for?
2 nights.
Is
2 nights.
That's it?
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be sharing her experience with you guys. She's going to be able to tell you exactly like how it felt, what the recovery was like, what the process was, and then we do have a little bit of footage of the actual, you know, just getting ready for the day, what the facility looks like, everything like that. I don't think we had a whole lot of footage straight after, because she was feeling pretty cruddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
rough.
Definitely a procedure.
It is. I didn't want to film her when she was feeling like super cruddy, because it's different when it's like filming for me, because it's just me. But like when you're watching your friend go through something, I'm like, I can't pull out the camera right now. She was feeling like crap.
Yeah.
So I do have my little handy dandy notebook here, because we have a lot of stuff to cover. This was done pro bono, so they covered all the expenses. They flew us out there. I was not paid anything to do this, so you know, I didn't make any money from this. I literally, it was
a gift.
It was a gift.
Like
I gifted
the most, I'll get all squishy, but the most incredible gift ever. You know, I mean, let's be real. It's about, you know, vulnerabilities and things that, you know, have troubled me my whole life. And you know, though it's kind of a tough subject to talk about.
But I think so many women can relate.
Yeah.
I mean, as you guys know, like I have recently talked about gaining some weight, and like it's a sensitive subject,
Yeah.
especially I think, I don't know, I think men are also sensitive about it, but I think
Absolutely.
especially women, we're just like, you know, it's a hard thing to talk about. It's a hard thing to open up about. It's a hard thing to expose yourself for like thousands of people to watch. So I am just gonna put this out there right now. This is my best friend, and I want everyone to be kind and have respect. She is being so vulnerable doing this. Like, this is hard for her because she's not an influencer. She's not someone who's filming her whole life. Like, you guys have seen it all from me, but I am going to be putting the comments on, what's it called? Approval, thank you. So I just want to make sure that everyone is really kind and like respectful for her, because she's doing this for you guys as well, to see if this is something that you guys would be interested in. So I just wanted to put that out there. If there is any unkind comments, I will not be approving them, and I will be very, very careful watching them. First, I think we should talk about why you chose to do it.
Right. Well, I mean, we kind of touched on it already, but essentially my specific body type is the type of body that carries kind of a lot of weight on my upper half, and I've always had kind of larger arms, and it's definitely something that I've been super sensitive about, right? I don't wear tank tops or t-shirts, let's be real. Like,
yeah, she never would have worn this before the surgery.
Ever.
Never.
Like men's t-shirts.
It was always to the elbow.
Yeah, or like flowy stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, I did a good job. Like, it's not like nobody, I don't want to say like nobody knew, but like, you know, you can dress the body that you have, and that it's good to do that.
Yeah.
But it was definitely an insecurity. So given this opportunity to kind of change the biggest insecurity that I've ever had, was something that like, why would you say no?
Yeah.
You know?
When it's something that's affecting your life on a daily basis, where you're self-conscious to just wear a tank top when it's freaking hot in the summer, that's crap.
Yeah, or go to the beach and like feel comfortable in your bathing suit with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we all have insecurities in a bathing suit, but you know, when
it sucks when it's your arms.
It sucks when it's your arms.
Yeah.
You don't want to like throw a football, or not like I throw footballs, but
you know,
frisbees. I'm terrible at
that too.
Right.
Like, we're like, first of all,
we're so sporty.
I do not play any sports on the beach. Probably because of that reason, though.
No,
I mean, if I was like 10 pounds, I'd probably be jumping all over.
Yeah, no, let's be real.
Yeah.
We're real women with real bodies, but we're also real women with real insecurities.
Yeah.
And if you can change them sometimes, that's kind of awesome.
Yes, exactly. The day after we got back, everything shut down.
Yeah, quarantine started.
Like, we got there just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
Because we got back on the Wednesday, right? And then Thursday, my kids went to school, and then Friday, that was it. It was done. And then everything started locking down. So it has now been, because we're filming this in what is the date today? The 9th?
July 9th.
So it's been almost 4 months. And we technically were supposed to get a reveal after what? I think 2 months?
2 months.
Is what he wanted, but obviously we couldn't because of quarantine.
Yeah.
So instead of us flying, initially we would have flown back to Florida, gone to Dr. Sue's office, done the kind of like, you know, after reveal there. But because of just everything going on right now, we thought it was best and like safer for everyone for me to just fly out to Chelsea's house. So we're in Chelsea's house right now. And then also like, and it's so cute, you guys. You know, that way it was just like, with everything that's going on, we just felt that was like the safest thing to do.
Yeah, just one
person flying, not a big
someone you
camera
trust.
crew.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is why I'm here. So it's been amazing catching up. So I think the first thing that we should touch on is cost, because if you guys are thinking about this procedure, if your arms are something that is, you know, making you self-conscious, cost is, I think, a huge factor.
Yeah.
So you said it was $13,500?
Right, for everything that was included. So $13,500 included the full sculpting of my arms, my upper kind of like bra area, bra bulge, and then an additional procedure that helped with skin tightening.
And you did this too.
Yeah, like armpits, bra
like
bulge,
this whole area,
arms, all of that.
Yeah.
And then
the little,
and
we don't know what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called right now.
But it was like this little like helium.
It was something with helium and like fire or
It was
something.
something that basically tightens the skin.
Yeah,
so
it
that
helps
have a better
tighten it
result.
up. So, you know, with the mass that was removed, it helped kind of shrink it. It's a magic machine.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the actual procedure, the process, and the pain.
Okay.
And I'll let Chelsea just go from here. And
Okay.
I'll put my 2 cents in every now, because I watched the whole procedure, guys.
Yeah, she was there the whole time.
Okay, guys, good morning. We are here. Where's the sign?
There it is.
Artistic Lipo and Plastic Surgery. So we're here in Tampa, Florida. We're about to go in and get Chelsea's arm lipo celebrity arm procedure with Dr. Sue. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. A little nervous,
nervous.
but kind of more excited, I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
I can't believe that we're gonna actually see results today.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you come in, this is what it looks like. And here is Dr. Sue right there. So that is who she is going to be getting the procedure done by. And he's actually an artist, which I think makes it even cooler that he's like very familiar with like drawing the body. I think it kind of adds a special touch. The little room is super cute, the little waiting room. You've got some crystals, I love that.
Look at a girl should be 2 things, classy and fabulous.
Totes. Oh wow.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. both just like sucked in. You've got some drinks over here, a little coffee maker. It's very cute decor.
It is very
I like it. It feels nice. It feels relaxing when you come in.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, it gives you a good vibe. Don't mind my mess. Sorry about that. So now we wait. Okay, we just met Dr. Sue.
Definitely.
Really friendly. Yeah, he was really warm, very kind of like welcoming, made you feel super comfortable, so that's good. So I feel like you're feeling even less nervous than before.
Yeah, definitely less nervous.
Yeah.
I think that you can tell a lot by somebody's energy and kind of the energy when we walked into this office. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling more at peace.
Yeah.
The process went like this. We arrive, have a pre-consult with Dr. Sue, kind of go over what is to be expected kind of in a mirror so he can show and, you know, show kind of what the intent is.
Yeah.
When we take out that upper back bulge, look, this is where your actual
Yeah.
crook of your arm is going to be.
Right.
It's literally going to be about an inch longer. So when you have fat back here, it's not that your bone and muscle structure is different.
Yeah.
The fat actually obscures some of it, so it makes your
Right.
arm look shorter.
Right.
Okay, so
So I'm gonna have longer arms.
yeah.
My wingspan.
Just explain to our the viewers and stuff out there. I don't think this is something that any other doctor does. So when we get patients sending us information from out of state, like 70% of our patients come in from out of state, we get their photograph. And when I'm doing an arm, I need to be able to see what's actually there. And I need to be able to consult my patient and tell them what we can actually expect to see. We're looking at the photograph. This is one arm that I've already done, and basically here's the other arm that I haven't done. But when we draw out the outline here, I'm looking at the landmarks of her shoulder, where the elbow is, and actually I can picture where the crook of her the arm where it attaches is, and it's back here. She's got back fat right here. So basically we take that, I wish I had a
Yeah, you need a better marker.
better marker.
Not great publicity for Sharpie.
Not a good day for the Sharpie.
Yeah.
now. And actually this will cut up a little bit more.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Look at that.
And then you see what we have is the
Wow.
remaining shape. And actually we'll see a little bit of the shoulder contour right here. And that's how we do, and this is my finished drawing right there with a good Sharpie marker. But anyways, that's how we show our patients what their arms are going to look like. And by and large, I've done so many of these, we've probably done about 2,000 of them. And you know, what I'm showing right here, this is a technique I don't think any other doctor does. But it does give our patients assurance of what we expect to find. I'm not going to hit that 100% of the time, but I'm going to get really, really close. And we'll see today, okay?
Okay.
But That's how we do it. The fat that's right here is also affecting how your arms lay against your side.
Right.
If you, you'll see some people when the fat is thicker right here, the arms just naturally sit out like this a little bit. Just a little bit, but a little bit is creating a wider profile. We don't want that, right?
Yeah.
So that helps if I take that underarm fat. This outer contour is a very, it's not just making your arms look big, it makes your whole upper torso look big. And that's, you know, that's what we don't want. We don't want you looking heavier. Do you look like you have strong shoulders or weak shoulders?
Weak shoulders.
Weak shoulders, and in a while I'll tell you why, okay? Outer bulge makes this shoulder look like it's diminishing. It looks like a little tiny shoulder, okay? Weak shoulder. When I take this all out, and we can see some of the, actually the shoulder comes down to here, and we see contour, it makes the shoulder look much fuller.
Right.
Okay? Which will make it look better.
Yeah.
Now if we turn you a little bit like this, we see how much it bulges out towards the back.
Yeah.
And that makes a big difference, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So the back makes a difference, the side makes a difference, the front makes a difference, everything makes a difference. That makes a difference, this makes a difference.
Yeah.
So we need to get all of that to make your whole area up here look smaller.
Yeah.
This is where we're going to be. Look, your muscle, your arms getting smaller and more toned and more toned.
Wow.
More toned.
Yeah.
So you do have a shoulder muscle up in there. Everyone has muscles,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
They're covered up.
Yeah.
And just to, you know, for your viewers out there, you can't work off this fat. This fat's a coating, it's a layer.
Yeah.
And when we remove that layer, we can uncover the shape of the muscle that everybody has underneath there. And yours is kind of like this.
Right.
Yeah, that's,
see?
yep, I can see perfectly.
Okay. So you do have a deltoid muscle, you do have a tricep muscle, you have a bicep muscle. Everyone has it. I don't care if you work out or not.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
We have to uncover it. So your average woman carries a 1/4 inch, 1/3 of an inch, even 1/2 an inch of fat right here.
Yeah.
And it just covers everything. And they go like this all day long,
Yeah.
and then you don't see the muscle shape. And they can work out and work out and work out, and it doesn't show.
Yeah.
So this is the importance of, you know, getting all that fat gone, and then we'll see, you know, the muscle shape right away. Your muscle is about right there. So what we're dealing with here is about 1 1/4 inches, maybe I don't think quite 1.5 inches. If I smash it down, maybe 1.5 inches. But that's where the bottom of your arm muscle
really is.
So this is what we should be seeing today, and then that's the lower part, and then this is not the shape of your upper arm. Your upper arm is more like this. Okay, so the shoulder starts up here. The dip should be somewhere right here.
Yeah.
So when you flex, even when you don't flex, you should see something more of this shape right here.
Yeah.
But then we see also this bulge out that needs to come in right there, and this needs to come down too. So let's talk about the limitations just a little bit. Okay, you're young. How
I'm 35.
35.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I thought you were younger than that.
Thank you.
Woo!
Cool. Our average patient's in the mid-30s, maybe up to mid-40s, so that's kind of a range.
Yeah.
When you're 30 or below, skin is typically fully elastic, and even with a large amount of thickness like this, it's going to pop right back up.
Yeah.
Okay? When we get past into 30s and 40s, the elasticity starts to go in most women.
Yeah.
And when we take everything away, it's not necessarily going to pop up to that point right away.
Yeah.
I think your skin will do that. It's going to pop up all the way, but it may not be right away. It may not be today. It may take a couple of months to get to that full effect. By today, though, when we take everything out, I think it's going to pull up at least that much. You may have what looks like a little bit of loose skin, about 1/2 inch of loose skin sitting underneath here.
Yeah.
This will, you know, see contours of everything else, but that skin, you know, tightening can take a little while. And also, what we may do today, there's another thing that we have here at Art Lipo, which we just recently added on. It's called Renuvion, and it's a skin tightening machine that has been around actually for 4 years now, but only in the last year has it been called Renuvion. It was called J Plasma, which is, you know, pretty well known in cosmetic circles, you know, for skin tightening, and it's been achieving nice effects. It's not going to turn your skin into 20-year-old skin, but it can actually create, instead of the skin just popping up 3/4 away, it can pull it up even more.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So if I think that it's looking a bit looser, I'm going to add it. It's an added charge normally. I mean, we're doing this, you know, pro bono for you today. For viewers out there, Renuvion is a nice add-on to a lipo in all areas, because there's even though we do a type of lipo that really creates a lot of skin tightening, it's not always going to create 100%. It may only be 70% tightening. So having something else that adds another 10 to 20% is great.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Okay.
From there, I'm scrubbed down, I'm cleaned, my whole body sterilized and put into a cute little hat.
It was very
Yeah, and a
attractive.
paper bikini.
Which she was not happy
so hot. Not.
Okay, here's her gear.
Like my outfit.
She's looking sexy.
You're looking sexy.
Am I looking? I mean,
This needs to be your new profile pic
Is
for
this it?
Yeah, this is it.
this is my new headshot.
Yes.
This is how I sell $1 Million Home.
Actually, you should dye your hair blue.
You're washing. You're bless you. You're lovely. Thank you for washing me.
Told you, I didn't realize.
I didn't need to take a shower.
Yeah, you were already gonna get cleaned.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. People
wow.
said, well, I took a shower. And I'm like, I know, but because I still
Like
have
you
to.
didn't take a sterile shower.
Yeah, no. And then he's gonna say, okay, let your hands go. I'm gonna drape it over your cheek. So you'll keep your head turned down like that, and that's another if you want a towel. And then sometimes you go like that. And then he'll say, okay, just grab a finger, and then you just grab a finger.
Okay.
Okay?
And I'm not gonna feel pain.
Not pain, stings and burns.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not pain.
Okay. I want you to know that I am an emotional person.
You're gonna make me cry during this too.
Okay. I might cry. Okay. I'm crying. Okay. I'm gonna
No,
cry.
maybe if three of us cry, then we can make him cry.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Like I'm already like I've been choked up this whole time.
You're
So,
gonna cry.
and not because I'm like scared,
No, it's emotional. It's,
but like this
yeah.
is intense.
It's different because like I do this all day, but then it was like, it was time for me to be on the table. And it was like, you're nervous. And I was like, I'm not scared of pain. I'm not nervous. That my whole issue was I'm gonna have to be in front of my boss.
It's just
and-
uncomfortable.
And, it's like you just feel vulnerable because now
Yes.
you're on the table. And
Yes.
You're still on the table.
It's
Totally.
the most vulnerable
Yeah.
that I've ever been in my entire
He
life.
gonna get you to do it. He'll tell you things like tight, relax, tight, tense up. Even though they all kind of mean the same things, those are the cues he normally gives. All right, so use this towel, scratch your face, and then throw it to the floor.
It's just I feel like I have like a father.
And then the Percocet too can make you kind of itchy.
Oh yeah, I forgot I
Mhm.
took drugs. Okay.
Yeah, you might hear him say on. Then he'll tell you tighten up. Then you might hear him say off. Don't relax your hold. That's just for me to turn off the pep.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
people hear the
off
off.
doesn't mean me.
Off is for me. So
Off is-
anything on off is me.
Okay.
Have a tube underneath your legs a lot of times.
Down straight, there you go.
Yeah, so a lot of times people want to try to kick it off,
Uh-huh.
but it's a tube there that's meant to be, yeah.
Looks like you're
Like I got a
got a little friend in there.
Can I touch my shorts?
You can touch your shorts. You can touch all that. Yeah.
Don't need my longer going.
Yes, you can touch all there. In the face.
You look like a troll with their hair. With your little...
Here, take a picture. Like get like close to me here.
Okay, ready?
If you can, take one with your cell phone. We send it to my mother.
Yes, I
So
will.
she can have a heart attack. What is going on? I'm like kind of lightheaded, I think, because I'm nervous.
You're gonna be fine.
And I can tell that drugs are happening.
Yeah. So one way you can tell when you're about to pass out
Yeah,
is if you get really lightheaded,
yeah,
really nauseous,
yeah.
and really thirsty. So when we go to stand you up for the first time in front of the mirror, you're gonna constantly hear me say, you feeling okay? You feeling all right?
Yeah.
As long as you say me, yeah, I feel okay. But the first time you tell me, I feel really thirsty. Can I just get something to drink? I'm gonna say, no, lay down first.
Okay. Can I actually have some of my juice
Yeah, but I'll get you another one.
right now?
What you thinking of that?
All that talk has got me thirsty.
Yeah, so lightheadedness,
Okay.
dizziness, nauseous, thirsty are all signs when you're
Okay.
standing up.
Okay.
Let me go get. Do you want to stick with orange juice, or do you want apple juice, ginger ale, Coke, something else? Besides orange juice?
No, orange juice is nice
Stick to orange
because it's
juice?
tangy in my mouth.
Okay, good.
You're gonna be so good.
So he would say, so we get done numbing both arms. A lot of times he will give you a break,
Okay.
and then he will let you go to the bathroom then.
Okay.
Or depending on how he's running on time, because he doesn't have a second case today, so he might give you that break right after numbing. Or he'll wait till he like goes one arm. You check in the mirror, everything looks good. He'll give you a break.
Do you have to wash me again?
Oh,
Basically what he did is he did small injections around, like small little ones like when you're at the dentist, and then from there he could cut small incisions, and then in the incision he would insert a probe.
we're not really sure.
We're not sure the technical.
Basically, it was like injected with the numbing as an injection.
Yeah, so and then went in with the probe thing, and
the
then,
liposuction.
yeah, and then put in a bunch of numbing fluid.
Yes.
So it kind of almost like filled my arms up with like a numbing fluid. And then that had to sit for what, like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
30 minutes. And then once that was ready to go, then the actual liposuction procedure started.
So for our audience out there, I'm going to be starting the numbing process. And throughout the entire procedure, you're going to hear me saying, tight, tight, tight. That means tighten up the muscle. I'm going to be saying, I'm going to move the arm in different positions. I'm going to go right there, because all these different positions and the muscles being tense are what gives me the ability to treat this. It's like a sculpture. You can't work on a sculpture that's 3D only from one angle. You got to work it from a lot of different angles. That's what's going to happen. All the way around, backside. We're going to get her into a different position a little bit later on. So here we go. We got bee stings, okay? So bee stings. Oh, guess what? I'm going to stick you in the bee stinger right there. Okay, hold it tight.
Okay, sting that stinger. Sting that
Bee
stinger.
sting. Woo! Okay, great, right there. That's crazy. I never had a bee sitting right where we're going to do a bee sting. Okay, so some people are okay. You're okay with this, Chelsea?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay.
It's the hardest part is getting
It's kind of, you know, when we do this, the bee stings are the worst part for some people. Looks like you're okay with it. But about 50-50. Okay, hold it right there. Give me some muscle.
Okay.
Right here. Hold it tight right there. Okay, that's good. Hold it right there.
How are you doing, Chels?
I'm doing all right.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's really
Not
too bad.
terrible?
It's
Okay.
very quick.
That's good.
Quick, and you know what? It's like a bee sting. That's exactly what it's like.
I'm going to be giving you a little bit of love, okay?
Okay.
And if you listen to the song, love hurts. You want to see how our little wand works?
No.
Are you sure? It's a little sprinkler, okay? So here we go.
Okay, hold on.
Sprinkler.
I will look at you.
Okay, look.
Hold on.
Look. On.
Woo.
Cool? All right, here we go. Okay, hold it tight.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
Okay, so what to expect is this is a weird sensation.
Okay.
Will it be a little bit stingy? Yeah, but seeing how you're doing, it looks like you're pretty tough. So
Okay.
it may sting a little bit, but that's not the worst part. It's just weird. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
On.
Okay. Oh, it's really weird.
Weird, right?
Okay. Whew.
How are you doing?
Feels very weird.
Okay, open it right there. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You are boot camp natural.
Okay.
Tighten your fist.
All right.
There you go. On. You see her fist? It's not okay. That's what's going on. She's holding her arm tight. Her biceps tightened underneath there, so now I can grab it, I can feel it, you know, and see what's going on. On. If I couldn't feel her muscle underneath there, it would be a lot more difficult, if not impossible, to really control it.
Right. So is this just the numbing?
This is
At
not
the moment?
off. This is on. You see that? Off.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
That
Okay.
is going on as we speak. On. When I say on off, that's controlling the fluid.
I see.
This is kind of the same motion that we would be doing with the actual liposuction. It's all the same areas too. I'm just traveling in all those areas and putting in the numbing.
The numbing is
How are you
done.
feeling?
I'm feeling a little weird, but not bad. my arms feel kind of like heavy and puffy.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I think I just kind of feel the effects of like the pre-medication, so I kind of feel like a little
woozy.
a little loopy, just like you took a pain pill.
What's 1 to 10, the pain?
Like less than a 5.
Oh, okay, so like 4?
Yeah,
3?
maybe 4.
Okay, 4.
But it's more, it's like an uncomfortable scale. It's not a pain scale.
Okay.
Like how uncomfortable and weird do you feel? I feel weird.
Okay. So like
But-
9 weird?
Yeah, maybe like, 8 to 9 weird, but like
Okay.
4 pain.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good. Okay.
yeah. And the bee stings were the weirdest, most painful part.
Yeah, I would
But I
say-
wouldn't even call it painful. It's
Okay.
just like,
It's like-
ow.
Okay.
That just, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's done.
Okay.
When he's doing it, when you're awake, you can flex. And
Yeah.
he would say, flex, what would you say? Flex,
He's
flex,
a
flex.
flex, strong, 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 be
Oh,
strong,
yeah,
be
that's
strong,
right.
be strong. So it was exhausting.
I was watching and I was like, I was tensing up because I was like, oh. And I was so exhausted. And
Yeah.
I was like, I cannot even imagine how exhausted because you're literally flexing to show
like,
all the muscles.
Yeah,
that
so
we
he
know
can
where to
find
go.
them, and then he knows like how to get in on everything, and so you have to be fully aware
Yeah.
of what's happening. So yeah, so basically once that was done, I mean midway through, once they complete one arm, they give you kind of a break and you get to stand up and kind of see the difference, which was shocking.
Yeah, it was insane. It was crazy.
Insane.
Because you see automatic results.
Yeah,
you're
just
there
instantly.
and then you're like, dude, my arm just shrunk.
Yeah, and you're lopsided, of course, because they do it halfway,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hello, everybody. Chelsea just finished her first part of the workout. The boot camp.
Yes, yeah, halfway
Okay.
through.
All right. How was it?
Oh, it was not too bad, to be honest. I feel like the numbing was the hardest part, and then the actual procedure was just kind of a weird feeling, which is kind of to be expected. It's almost like what you think it might feel like, it does, and there's no pain at all.
We're going to do our customary stand up and look in the mirror, which Chelsea hasn't seen anything yet. And I'll just interject right here. We took out a lot of fat today, kind of toward the very high end of what we do. You did fantastic.
Thank you.
I think she underplayed it a little bit because it was a tough boot camp. Tough for me,
Yeah.
and I know it's a little bit tougher for her. But that's kind of how it can be if we have a lot of fat to remove and we're doing it very, very completely. Okay?
Oh my God.
Okay. Come on right there.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay. Just drop your arm to the side, okay?
Okay.
Okay. See how that one's bulging and this one's straight? Right? You feel okay?
I feel okay.
Let's turn
I feel like I
sideways.
want to
Let's-
cry. Oh my God. Sorry. Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now,
I don't want to look at the other side.
let's turn back, okay? So, no.
Yeah.
So, this is bulgy, right?
Yeah.
And then this part came down, so that blends it down. We didn't get 100%, but
Oh.
50% there. Let's do the cheerleader. So we had a lot of volume. Right now we do have about 3/4 of an inch of hang.
Mm-hmm.
What we're going to see even by tomorrow is it's going to pop up a lot like that, okay? So that's what it is with looser skin. It's not going to pop up all the way the first day. 24 hours out, a lot of that looseness is going to disappear, okay? Look good?
Oh my
Look
God.
at do that. Show the bicep.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay.
Okay. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
So, I think it's pretty clear the difference that you see,
Yeah,
right? But anything you want to tell the
I think it speaks for itself, but well, let's get to the other side.
Let's get to the other side. Okay.
Crazy.
Obviously, like as a tattooed person too, like that was just mind blowing too to see
Oh
the
yeah,
change.
we could see her like bumblebee shrinking.
I
and-
remember we were talking
Yeah.
about that a lot. He's like, "Oh, the bumblebee's getting smaller, or like your flowers are getting smaller."
Yeah. You do your one arm and you're totally exhausted.
And you're like, "Oh,
And then
I
you
did
have to
it."
lie on the other arm
Yeah.
to do the other arm.
Yeah.
So the arm that you have been just being,
Forgot.
yeah, that for me is when I was feeling like, oh, I'm really stressed out right now. This is hard. And
poor girl.
obviously, normally nobody would be in the room.
Yeah.
Like she would have
It's
just been by
very
herself.
private.
But because I was, like, for this whole procedure, I was filming things of it, I was allowed to be in there.
Yeah. Which I was very happy that you were there.
Yeah, there was some blood. I was like really, honestly, you guys, I was like having a really hard time. I like had nightmares after this.
I was like nicely medicated.
She was.
I was like, to be very clear, like I was very comfortable in terms of actual pain.
Yeah.
So like it's not it's not painful
As much
during
as it is exhausting.
the procedure. It's exhausting,
Yeah.
and it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because you have to think of what's actually happening, and something is literally going
Underneath
your skin, and you can feel what's happening. But
Yeah, what did it feel like? Like, did you feel
It
pressure?
felt like pressure, and if you kind of this is graphic.
It's okay.
So essentially we know that there's like skin on top of muscle, right? And then the probe's going underneath to get the fat that's in between there. So you imagine like kind of like a webbing, right? Like there's webbing, and then something is going in, and it's like almost, I don't want to say crackly, but kind of like you can feel that it's like making a separation.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
He said most of the time, most people will take about 2.5 hours, right? You say about 2 to 2.5?
Yeah, maybe 2 to 3 ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chelsea was in there for 5 hours.
Yeah, I was.
It
in
was
there
a
for 5
long
hours.
day
Yeah.
for her.
It was.
And that was hard for me to watch, because you're watching your best friend. It's hard. It's like, I could tell that she was uncomfortable. She was super exhausted. And it's like, it's a difficult thing. It is a very interactive procedure.
Yeah.
You have to be like, you know, very aware.
Yeah.
You're flexing, you're moving around. You're not just like getting put under, you know,
Yeah.
and then
And then
up.
recovering at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely like you're there. I remember everything
Yeah.
that happened, and I will. But
And didn't
also,
they
like,
give you something halfway through because you were like,
they fed me. Do you
oh,
remember?
what did you eat?
They fed me a donut. Essentially what
Oh,
was
but you had to
happening.
keep your sugar
I had
up.
to keep my blood sugar up.
Yes.
Because you get really exhausted. They
Yeah.
fed, so I had a donut in midway.
Yeah.
Donut. And then
It's like so hypocritical.
I know. I was trying to slim down. Give me the donut. And then also they would feed bubble gum. I had like
Oh.
bubble yum.
No, the little now and later thingy-mabobbers.
Oh, Mambas.
Mambas.
Yes,
Those are
Mambas.
good.
Those are good.
But didn't they give you some kind of like pain?
I was on.
halfway through.
No, I had pain. First round of
Oh,
pain
you
relief,
did?
and it was Percocet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a Percocet, and then halfway through I got another
Okay,
round.
that's
But
what
we
I-
had to essentially like, you know, there's time limits and
Yes,
whatever. You don't
yes.
want to over med or whatever.
You don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that. And the reason that it was long, like let's be very clear.
Oh, yes,
here,
it's not-
was
it's not his fault.
typically that long. It's that I really had a lot of mass.
She did, yeah.
And I don't want to put words in his mouth, but almost I think more than was
Than he had bargained
expected.
for, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and obviously, like, you know, he's an artist and a surgeon and wants this to be done right, so he made sure that it was done right, and it took
And
longer than we thought.
That's definitely what I noticed about Dr. Sue is like, he's a perfectionist.
Oh, yeah.
He is an artist. When he's doing it, he steps back.
Yeah.
He gets, like, you can see him working like he is making a painting.
Yeah.
And like, he really did take the time to make sure that it was exactly what he wanted,
Yeah.
and that her outcome would be
And
great.
like that, like when I moved, that everything looked a certain way. Like it wasn't just this like
Yeah,
lackadaisical sucking some fat
Yeah.
out of your bat wing, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was very, yeah, he cares a lot.
He does, and I feel like he really wants you to love your outcome.
Yep.
And like, there were times where he'd look back and he'd be like, nope, I need to,
Yeah.
you know, go back in and do this.
No, I
So-
do remember that, and he
Yeah.
kind of would like go back in certain
Yes.
places and to be like, no, we need to fix
And the
this
whole
shape.
time he would be saying, how you doing, Chelsea?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Checking in.
How are we doing on your pain? You know, do you feel this? And then there were times where she'd be like, oh, no, I'm feeling
Okay,
that.
okay.
And then he would go back in and numb it.
Yeah.
So he was very interactive with her.
Yes.
And making sure that she was doing okay throughout the whole process, which I did think was nice,
No,
because
he was definitely very in tune with what was going on
Yes.
with me, where
Yeah.
I think that it could be, I don't know, people could imagine maybe it's not that way, but in the actual procedure, like I felt very cared for.
yes,
you know?
And the nurses were lovely. So
wonderful.
And what I liked about it was that they have had the procedure
Yep.
done as well.
Yep.
So they could be like, oh, yeah, this part sucks, or oh, this part's not too bad, or hey, prepare for the next day to really be hard. And
Yeah.
I think that was really helpful, because I feel like it made you feel like, okay, you're not the only one that's done it.
Yeah.
And like, you could, it was like you could relate.
Yeah,
That
nurses
was
hats off to nurses.
Yeah, they were
Y'all
amazing.
rock.
And like, she was having to like hold her in awkward positions.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it was
and like
exhausting for
hold
her.
me down, and like
Yeah.
not like I was getting crazy.
Strap her down.
But you know, like getting in weird
Yeah.
positions, like I had to get my arms in interesting spots, or like
Yeah.
keep my head away, and like, you know, there's very important things that I couldn't move a certain way, and that person had to, one, be comfortable enough to communicate that
Yeah.
with me, and two, kind enough to gently make sure that I didn't, you know.
Yeah, so it was
Mess it
really
up.
like the whole process of that. Like, they are amazing at what they do.
We
did the lipo.
We're through. We did the lipo. He used the thing, the helium thing
for tightening.
to tighten my skin.
And that's essentially a probe going back in. Instead of sucking, it's doing
it's like
little zaps.
shocking little zaps with helium and
heat, right?
Yeah, heat, and like actually kind of pumping. We're totally gonna butcher this.
We
is
don't
in
know-
no way
yeah, we
exactly
don't
how
know
it went,
what
but
it's
this
called.
is what we remember. And
It's been 4 months.
but like essentially like air, helium gas going into my
Yeah.
arm. Remember, because he
And
kind
it
of had
made
to
a
like
noise, and then he would like squeeze out the bubbles.
squeeze out bubbles.
Okay, hello everybody. I just want to spend a few minutes talking about something that has been in the realm of cosmetic surgery now for a few years. This is a device that we call Renuvion. Renuvion is a skin tightening device, and it's actually very, very effective in a way that I think so many devices have tried to be, but haven't really shown good results. I actually bought this Renuvion device a few months ago, and we've been using it on our arm patients, and we get a lot of skin tightening just with what we do, but this Renuvion has really made a big difference. Instead of getting 75% retraction, we're getting like 95 to 100% retraction with Renuvion. So as we looked at Chelsea's arms right afterwards, we see that she had about, I'd say she went from having a hang of about an inch, close to an inch and a half, down to about 3/4 of an inch. And what I told her is that naturally, by the next day, about half of that would go away. But if we use Renuvion, we may see all of it go away. So that's kind of been our experience in that we're adding this Renuvion. It is a heating type of device. It works through electrical current and a plasma state of helium. But in a nutshell, it's heat. So heat is going to cause some contraction of her connective tissue fiber. So we're going to have some immediate effect. When I say immediate, by tomorrow. And we're going to have some long-term effects of collagen formation, which may take 6 to 9 months to show up. But we're going to start right now, and you guys will get to see what this Renuvion device is about. It has to be done in the loosened tissue after the liposuction is done. So I'm going to be going through the same holes. It's about the size of it's a little bit smaller than a liposuction cannula, but we're going to go in the same holes and travel all the same areas so that we can tighten that skin. Okay? Chelsea, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. So you just hold it firm right there. And I've already given Chelsea a warning that there can be some little shocks. And her arm is looking puffy because the helium gas is coming in there, and you can hear the helium gas escaping from the holes. How does it feel, Chelsea? Any stings?
Kind of like the zingers.
Okay.
Really.
Okay, so you are having some of those.
Yeah, little zingers, but not bad.
Okay. So I'm just traveling the same. I've got to cover all the surface area. And we got to do it about 4 to 5 times here over each area. I'm going to start going to the other areas, okay?
Okay.
Is this stinging over here?
No, it's just the topical soreness is coming in pretty hot.
Just taking a little snack break, but this is, I didn't get a good shot earlier. This is the arm that has been done. And don't mind the blood, it happens. So you can see it's a lot smaller. Just sitting right there, you can see a humongous difference.
Yeah.
2.5.
2.5.
And actually, now that it's settled, this is more like 1.5. So
Okay.
I'd say about 4 pounds, not 5.
4 pounds. Okay.
Yeah.
It's basically the same with that too.
Yeah.
4 pounds.
So 4 pounds each. You
About
just
2.5
lost.
and a little. That one's almost 2 now.
Okay.
So,
It's crazy how like through healing you go through this roller coaster.
Yeah, it was.
And then once it's done, you know, you have like we reviewed some footage before we
Yes.
started talking about this to kind of like
Kind of refresh our memory.
memory lane it, and
It was intense to like look back on.
and also to be reminded, and we'll probably get into this later, but
Yeah.
like to be reminded of where I started
Before.
and where I am now.
Yeah, and it's funny because I feel like after a while, it's like when you lose weight or when you gain weight, you get used to seeing yourself every single day.
Yeah.
So you don't remember what you look like before, whatever the, you know, whatever it is that you're now.
Yeah.
So for her to look back
Yeah.
and see, and even for me, because I'm like, dude, you are so much smaller. Like,
Yeah.
this is insane. And you guys will see the before and afters, and you'll be like, whoa,
Yeah.
Nelly.
It's life changing
It
is
is.
the truth. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you can try and pump stuff up and say that, but like that's the truth. It's
Yeah.
changed
Yeah.
my life and my comfort in myself.
Yeah.
And it's not about vanity, and it's not about
Yeah.
these things that I think there's such this like negative connotation around plastic surgeries
Yeah.
and things like
Yeah.
this, but like it comes from such a real place.
But it's just like just being more comfortable.
Yeah.
Because you are more comfortable.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
So
just-
much more comfortable moving around. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'd be this person like tucking in my
Yeah.
sleeves, wondering what I'm doing with my arms, and like, well, not even showing them.
No, this would not be happening right now. She
No.
would not be sitting here in a
Or
t-shirt.
wearing something fitted like this.
And check out the tay-tays.
It's like they look
They look so different. That was the first thing that I
Same
said.
rack.
I was like, dude, your boobs look so much more like womanly.
because of all of this mass and everything
Yeah.
has gone away, that like now you can see
Yeah.
this shape, and like
And
it's just changed
the
everything.
whole entire body looks different only because of the arms
Yeah.
and the back.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, and we were talking about this earlier too. I mean, like we said, this was just before COVID and quarantine started,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's not like during this time I've been able to
she has
super
not.
hit the gym or do any of this. We all have the, you know what, COVID-15 joke going on.
Mine is COVID-20.
Right, right? So like, you know, admittedly, I am about the same as I was in terms of actual weight as I was when I went in. Oh! So after they're done taking everything out, like they're sucking fat out of your body, and you can see
It goes into
everything
these
into
little
these little like
plastic-
tubs or whatever. And they took
What was it, 8
8
pounds?
pounds.
8 pounds.
8 pounds off of my arms and my armpits and my bra bulge. 8 pounds.
Insane.
Yeah, and I weigh like, I don't remember exactly what I weighed.
Did you weigh after?
I didn't weigh after, but today versus then, there might be, with COVID, I'm like maybe 5 pounds less total,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. So it's kind of like,
A wash.
this is real results without any diet, without any exercise. You
Yeah.
haven't been faking it and like, oh, I've lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, oh,
it's
look at it.
literally just the arm lipo, and
Yep.
that is it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of showing exactly what the arm lipo, without anything else changing, will do.
This is what can change.
Tighten up if you can. There you go.
The pain right after, I feel like once your medication kind of started wearing off, you're feeling a bit rough.
Yeah.
You wanted to go back to the hotel room.
Yes, and well, and we talked about this right after it's done.
Compression.
You have to put on
Yes.
compression sleeves, right? So anybody that's familiar with liposuction in general, you have to wear compression wherever it is that you get it, or same if you get a
Yeah,
your
they
breasts
tie them
done,
down.
right?
Yeah.
So I had to put compression sleeves on all the way up, and then they tied in the back, and then a compression bra. And compression sleeves are very tight.
That was hard for her.
It was
'Cause
really rough.
I mean, basically you've been, you know,
I was beat up. You get beat up the whole time.
and then you have to, it's sore to the touch, and then you gotta
Stretch
put
'em
these compression sleeves. So
on.
that was, I remember
That was
watching
the-
you and I was like, oh,
that was the hardest part.
yeah. Okay guys, so it is 6 o'clock p.m. So we obviously went into surgery at 7 o'clock this morning, and I think she started her actual surgery around, was it 9 in the morning? Yeah.
We got back to the hotel at 5 o'clock, so it was definitely a long day. It was pretty rough towards the end for her. It was definitely a little bit more challenging than I think even Dr. Sue had expected, and especially like what Chelsea had expected and what I had expected. It was definitely, you know, it's a pretty good surgery or procedure. So currently her pain level is at a 3. She was at, what would you say you were at when we left? An 8. So she was feeling pretty yucky, feeling pretty nauseous, just like really shaky and kind of trembly, I would say, just from being, it's very exhausting.
Pain goes up if I move.
Okay, so the pain goes up if she moves. So obviously we'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow when she's feeling better, because obviously right now she's not feeling, she's just tired. It was just a really long day and it was a pretty intense procedure. So she's resting next to me over here, and she's all bandaged up and everything. She has her compression sleeve on, her compression kind of, or bra thing, and she's just gonna get some sleep now.
The next day.
Was that the worst?
That was the worst.
Yeah, you were miserable. We had to go back to the airport.
Yeah, and then we flew home. The
Yeah.
day, not even 24 hours later.
because it was the following morning.
Yeah. We
It
were
was-
on a plane.
Yeah, but you know, I will say all that night I was like staying awake because I wanted to make sure I had to give her her pain medication every however many hours. And also like she freaking couldn't move her arms. So she was stuck like this in bed. So she'd be like, oh, my nose is so itchy, my nose is
Oh yeah, that was totally a thing. Is that I wasn't during the procedure too. I couldn't touch my
nose itch
face
from the Percocet.
Yeah, the Percocets make you itchy. Not fun.
Itch my nose, please.
And I'm just like stuck in bed, kind of like propped up in our hotel room. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
please,
so I was a
just touch
professional nose itcher.
Yeah.
I fed her with her little straw and her drinkies,
Oh,
and
you were so sweet.
I gave her bites of pizza because you literally cannot move your arms. You cannot go like this.
And you don't want to.
We don't want to.
Even if
So
you can.
definitely have to have someone there with you to take care of you, to help you, you know. Did I wipe you?
No.
Oh, you wiped yourself?
I think I did.
Oh, you go, girl.
I know. I'm a grown up.
Oh, totally. But yes, the first night I was thinking all night long, like, oh, she's gonna be up all night long. It's gonna be horrendous. And she slept the whole, literally, I set an alarm to wake her up to give her her meds, and she slept the whole night through.
Yeah.
So that was
I
good.
mean, that was aided in medication.
She was, but like
And
I was
exhausted.
worried that she was gonna be like up in pain all night, and she wasn't.
No.
But then the following morning, you did feel rough.
Yeah, and we had to go back for the follow-up with
Oh,
Dr.
yeah, in the
Sue,
morning.
and that was the hardest part because we had to undress everything.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And I had to undress bandages that I had all around me. We had to take the sleeves off to take pictures, which I think we'll see.
Yes, yeah.
And so you can kind of see what it was before and then like the day after.
Yeah, and
because
the day
there's
after,
bruising.
it
you're
looks rough.
red, it's kind of gnarly, but
It is,
you know,
yeah.
but anyway, that was super rough. And then you have to put them back on.
Okay, so this is the following day. It has been not even, what, 24 hours?
No, it's been like maybe 24 hours since we got here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, put your cheerleader. And then
Freaking crazy.
it's so much, yeah, it's so much smaller.
And then
Down. So much smaller. And you're like swollen right now. You know? And here's the incision. So they've all healed really quite well.
yeah, I'm not nearly as bruised
No.
today. I will be bruised.
Yeah, so here's kind of the bruising.
I flew home,
Yeah.
and that was
rough walking to the airport. She did not feel good.
No, that
she was
was
in a lot of pain. Also, I feel like you're just emotionally like drained.
Yeah.
How were you on the plane?
I just kind of zonked out.
Did anyone touch your arms?
No, I was really like, you know, you can give that vibe.
You're like, don't touch
like,
me.
please don't touch me.
Yeah.
Ever. Please don't touch me. So, God, I think I asked for help.
Oh, to get your case?
To get my bag
Yeah.
up on the first flight, because I had a layover. And then the second flight, it was one of those situations where they're like, if anybody wants to check their baggage, bring it up. And I'm like, heck yeah. So
Could you lift your arms the next day?
I could.
Could you eat? You did, because you kind of, I remember you doing
I could
the
eat.
little...
The thing is like they didn't go down in my forearms, right? So it was mostly like this motion was really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But again, it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I actually had like surgical stuff to where like I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was just, I didn't want to.
It was sore.
It hurt. Yeah.
When did he say you could start working out if COVID didn't happen?
If COVID didn't happen, 2
I can't remember.
2 to 4 weeks.
Okay. But I remember him saying, please make sure you are moving.
Yeah, I had to do tons of stretches because yes, mobility was a serious thing.
I remember
because like
you
I
did
could
not
get
wanna,
to like here or here, and then that was really it.
Yeah.
So I had to do like a lot of really uncomfortable like stretching and like, yeah.
When did you stop feeling uncomfortable?
So I needed help putting on my compression sleeves because I had to wear them 24 hours a day with the exception of showering.
Okay.
And so they gave me like multiple pairs, like three or four pairs of all of it.
Do you still have them?
I do. And I was actually very fortunate because I live alone, that I had a really good friend of mine who essentially we kind of made this deal right when quarantine started that we were gonna, she was gonna be my caretaker. So she came by essentially every day to help me put my sleeves on for about a week.
Okay.
Until I could get them, because they clip in the back like a bra. And I could finally, once my mobility got good enough, I could clip it in the front, like pull them up, clip it in the front, and throw it over my neck, and then it was like a bolero jacket kind of. That was about a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when would you say that you were not, like when would you say you were back to normal, no uncomfortableness, feeling great?
I mean, probably a month for full mobility.
Okay.
But 2 weeks, I was like, just my mobility was awkward, and like maybe I didn't want anybody to like slap me.
Well, yeah, that
would bum me out.
So horrible. And they send you home with meds.
Yeah, meds.
So you have pain pills.
Yeah, exactly. For I think a week.
Yeah.
Maybe a week.
Week to 10 days.
A week to 10 days of pain medication.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, and then you go from the high dosage pain medication to ibuprofen and stuff like that, or aspirin. I can't remember.
So you can figure basically 2 weeks. 2 weeks are gonna.
2 weeks. Here's the thing though, is that I could have gone back to work, which I did.
Okay.
Because I wasn't shut down in the quarantine in what I do, so I was able to still work.
Yeah.
And I was back at work I took 2 days after we were.
So basically back to work in 4 days?
Yeah.
They did give her stuff called dragon's blood.
Right.
And that's like this really,
it's like an herbal, it's like
really dark.
Yeah.
It's basically just some kind of oil, or what is the consistency of it?
Like not an oil, like a dropper, kind of sticky, almost kind of like, this is a weird reference, but like kind of like iodine. Like I was gonna say, when you get like surgery or whatever and they put iodine on you, kind of stains a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Dark.
It's like
it's called dragon's blood.
Yeah.
And basically they sent her home with that to apply to the scars.
Yeah.
Because you obviously have a little, like he actually, like with a little
syringe.
No.
Yeah.
To make the cut.
A syringe. That's what that is. It's
a
a little
syringe is to suck.
Oh, a scalpel.
Thank you. My syringe. How dare you?
No, the syringe.
Yeah.
Yes,
a scalpel. Like he cuts the skin just a tiny little bit to be able to stick the
thing in.
Yeah, we're very good with the technical
terms. We really know.
So obviously you are gonna have some little scars, and I don't know how long. because obviously it's only been 4 months.
Yeah.
I mean, scars take a while to heal, but I would say, and we will do a close-up of the scars so that you guys can see what you can expect after 4 months. Obviously, we don't know a year's time from now, but
I heal pretty well.
They look really good.
Yeah.
Like they're so minimal.
They're
like,
tiny.
I can see one right here.
Yeah, there's
and it's
one.
just like
Tiny.
I have mosquito bites that scar worse than that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's like a little one there, but you can't even tell that it is one.
So yeah, we'll do a close-up of the scars
Even
so
if you
you
have
guys
like
can
freckles
see.
and stuff, it's like you don't even notice.
No one would notice on me. I'm freaking covered. We have to talk about the shirt that you wore on the day of surgery.
Yeah.
Because this is insane, you guys. The shirt that we have a clip of in the beginning when we go into that was what she was wearing that day. When we look back at the footage today, it was tight on her arms. And she's gonna try it on for you guys in a second and you will see it is literally looks like she's wearing a man's jacket. Like it is so loose on her arms now.
So this is the
jacket that she was wearing the day of the surgery that she went into, and it was tight around her arms, which you guys will see in the video.
Sleeves are so long.
Oh, that's what we had noticed. She's like, did my arms shrink in length?
My arms shorter.
What the heck? But it used to fit because the material was pulled out more, and now look at her sleeves. She looks like she's swimming. And this was tight before.
Yeah, you'll see, like,
it
you
was
can
like,
see me moving, and it's like...
it was bulging.
But I think that this is kind of one of the biggest tells for me still, like we were talking about, right? Where you get so used to yourself.
Yeah.
That it's like, it's just what it was.
Yeah.
But this is like...
When she puts it on and you're like, dude, like that's insane. You look like you're just wearing...
Dress, but like, still, it's just...
Yeah. It's
like,
crazy.
Look at the way, like,
yeah, she looks like she's swimming in a man's jacket.
I know.
And this was a jacket that you used to wear out.
Yeah.
And like be comfortable in.
Yeah, because it covered me up.
Yeah. And we're also going to be showing you guys a couple of the things that she would never have worn.
Yeah.
Versus what she can wear now.
Yeah.
This being one of them. We're gonna kind of do like a quick, just little movement so that you guys can see like what it looks like now.
Like what the actual movement looks like.
Okay, so here is Chelsea in a super cute little dress that she never, ever would have worn because it's sleeveless.
Yeah, I wore sweaters with it last year. I got it last year and I...
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, so now she can rock it without anything. Look at that, how cute she is.
Look it.
Move those arms around. Yeah, super cute. Oh, do you want to do the little poses while you're in this?
Sure.
The little...
So we've got the cheerleader pose.
So cute.
Cheerleader pose. Muscle pose.
Oh yeah, and then let me get up close so you guys can see the flex. Look at that.
Legs.
And then do your tripod. Oh,
My tripod?
What's it called? What's this one called?
Oh, my triceps.
Triceps.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're pretty impressive, I think.
Wait, you're turning in, the angle is not showing. Here, turn on.
Which way do you want me?
Turn on this way.
Can you see it on my...
Oh yeah, there we go. It's easier to tell because the tattoo dips in so you can see.
Oh, nice.
Well, look at that. Before, you could not see that before.
No way.
And then look at that.
And then like...
Just look at that.
And then like, it's weird, but like, my armpits were more fleshy and now they're not.
I feel like we should, just to like show people all the scars. So we've got this little one here.
One there.
Okay.
One right there.
Okay. That one.
That one.
Is that one?
That one.
Okay.
That one.
So see, they're just like little marks.
Little tiny guys.
Yep.
And then on the back of
the elbow. The elbow.
Yeah.
And then
you can't see them obviously you can't see them at all on this one.
yeah, just
that one.
That one. Yep.
Yeah.
But they literally just look like a mosquito bite or something.
Yeah. Exactly. And you know, like we were talking about the skin tightening, and you know, I have stretch marks in my arms because they were larger, but in terms of the actual mass of my arm would have been so much more. So like I do have obviously extra skin, but like it's so tight.
It really is.
Insane.
Like for how much was removed.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be a lot more.
Yeah.
saggy.
I didn't think that it was gonna be this. This tight.
Yeah.
You know,
and like look how tiny when you hold it out. Like hold it straight out. Look at that. It's I'm like do it with both of them. Like, that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah, turn from the back. Or, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Look at that.
Yeah. It's
So
nuts,
impressive. Yeah, they look so good.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I do this a lot, to be honest, and like, look at my arms.
Oh, yeah, and then put your arms just down. Like, yeah. So before, like, she had her shoulder, and then you guys will see in the before, it would bulge out.
Yeah.
Like, to basically to the elbow, right?
Yeah, that would, yeah, essentially like
Yeah.
that
And
way.
now, there it is.
Just a regular girl arm.
So cute.
I know. That here.
Yeah, also how cute is her bedroom, you guys. She's so adorable.
Thank you.
With
I made
her
that
little-
hat wrap.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, DIY situation.
Mhm.
So cute. I just love it. I love her bedroom. Also, this is Merv. Merv.
Hey, Merv.
Hi, Merv.
Hey, can you sit down?
Merv. Oh, he's
hello,
so
everybody.
polite.
Yes.
He's such a good doggy.
He's a good boy.
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
you can sit
Yes,
down.
he's very
Sit down.
sweet.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a blazer.
Yep.
That
blazer.
Now, could you have fit into this before? Is this a new purchase?
No, I have had this one, and when I wore it, you can see where the shoulder pads are.
Yes.
It would fill out
Okay.
that far.
So now your shoulder
now-
pads are further out than your arm.
Like a shoulder pad should be.
Isn't
that crazy?
Yeah, that's so,
So
nice.
now it's like, and look at like you don't see my arms in jackets.
No,
which,
you
like,
don't.
You're not supposed to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Whereas before, you
It
did.
was really, yeah, just we talked about
Yeah.
that.
You
tightness.
try to like give
And you're
someone
like,
a hug and you're like, oh.
and that's
Oh,
it.
trapped.
And now it's not
Yeah.
that way. So
Also, this is really cute. Stand back and like, let me get a whole, with your little sneakers, you look so cute in this outfit. Yeah, it's so cute. Yes, okay, so then we have a duster that I gave her,
yes,
what, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
And
I've worn it like one time. And then honestly, I wore it and then I was at a team function and I saw photos of myself and I never wore it again.
oh,
You
so
know how
sad.
that goes
Oh, trust me, I have plenty of those.
So now my arms are so loose in it. Not necessarily the outfit,
Yeah,
but like
they look so nice.
they look just, like
Yeah,
regular arms.
so cute.
People
Yeah,
do this,
look at that. And like, look how shapely, I've always like,
Oh, you stop
I'm
it.
obsessed. So my mom, when we were kids, said, Chelsea, you have lovely legs. And like, my legs were crap. So I basically have been jealous of Chelsea's legs ever since because they're so shapely and her calf muscles go out so nicely and her ankles are so delightful. But she just has always had the best legs. But anyway, yeah, the arms are also now just as fab.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you have one more.
One more blazer, if I can get. This
And how
on.
cool is this little duck hook, you guys?
Isn't he fun?
He's so fun.
I love him
Where
so
did you
much.
find this?
One of my favorite vintage stores in
Oh,
town.
and so
Junkies.
cute.
Mhm.
Okay,
Right,
we're doing the
all my
last
things.
blazer.
Last blaze.
I just feel like this is one of those things that like I always remember you complaining about
Oh, yeah. And
was
that's
shopping
for work,
for.
I have to wear blazers.
Yeah.
Like, it's important that
Yeah.
I wear blazers.
Look how cute
And
this looks.
Is like, I had people comment on this blazer last time I wore it because
Yeah.
I haven't worn it in a long time.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Look at you looking like a boss in your blazer." I'm like, "Thanks."
You know, just a little old me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's so cute.
it's actually kind of cute.
Yeah,
So there's just space in my arms now.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like,
You can actually move
yeah.
and not be like, oh,
Yeah.
restricted.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's magic.
it is magic. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, and then I think that was everything that we were going to show, right?
I think so.
I mean, other than just the fact that she's wearing a sleeveless, she wears bikini tops,
I know.
like
Yeah.
craziness.
I know. I'm wearing sleeveless. My shape is.
Yeah, you just like look so cute and petite and delight. It's just so casual.
Don't even. I stand taller, like we already
Yeah.
expressed. Like, yes, my chest it
Yeah.
looks larger, but I feel more feminine. I feel sexier.
Yeah.
I feel like I can just. I find myself looking for things to wear in my closet that I don't have, right?
Yeah.
Almost like when we were trying to get ready. Like,
Yeah.
it was like,
We were trying.
I'm like, I don't want to wear this dress. It's got long sleeves.
Yeah, like we were trying to find
I don't want to wear
sleeves.
this flowy thing because I want to show off my new guns.
Yeah.
You know? And like
that never would have happened
no
before.
way. And like even now, because it's, you know, summer started, I've gone to the beach a couple times, and normally I'd bring like kimonos, cover-ups, whatever, and I get to just put on a tank top like a regular person and go to the beach and sit in my bikini top and not die of heat and shame.
Yeah.
I was just so self-aware of like the space that I was taking up or what kind of movements that I made. I knew that I didn't want to make those kinds of movements, and like I'm different.
That's crazy to think, like just that kind of stuff that maybe other people would never even think about who don't have big arms.
Yeah.
Like
I wasn't like super gesturative and like move my arms around and be excited, but I'm a big personality and I'm an expressive person.
Yeah.
And like now it's like the inside and the outside match, you know? Like now I get to like be there and like let it out and like
that's gonna make me get all weird and teary.
Oh, you can get squishy.
Yeah, that's like so sweet though.
Oh, you're gonna give me squishy.
Don't even look at me. Don't even wreck my makeup right now. Oh, we're so pathetic. Get a life. No, but that's like so nice.
That's why this was a gift,
about Chelsea,
you know?
is that
like
she's like my sunflower. She's like a little ray of sunshine, and she's like so bubbly and outgoing and like just like so lively, like a bright little flower. And I feel like because of her arms, she wasn't able to like be that way.
Yeah.
And now, like you said, you're like, hey, you know?
Yeah.
And like you don't have to just express with your head.
Yeah.
You can express with all of you now.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's super nice. So, the final question. I'm like such a reporter right now. Okay, guys, I should get my handy-dandy notebook.
Almost like you're a realtor.
I know. So the question, would you recommend it to other people out there who are dealing with the same self-esteem issues, uncomfortableness, whatever you want to call it? Would you recommend it?
100%.
Even though it was painful.
Hard.
Or uncomfortable, I should say. I should say painful.
Yeah. But you know what? The pain that I had was painful for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And like, I'm going to get super emotional about it saying it.
Oh
But
my
like,
gosh, don't make me cry.
but like, what I have gained from it and like the pain that I've gone through in like my personal opinion of myself and my self-image, like that was a long time of pain, and like I would hands down do it again, and I would trust telling loved ones to go to Dr. Sue for this procedure and to have it done because it's changed my life.
She's just trying to get me to cry on camera and make me look all mushy.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like it has changed your life. Just the things that you are able to do now that you would have never done before.
Yeah.
Just things that you would pick up to shop for that you would have never.
Oh, it's so fun.
Never even.
There's tank tops. Did you know that there's tank tops out there?
Yeah, she would have never.
People wear tank tops?
She would have never before.
Strapless things?
And like, how freaking good do her arms look? It's insane. We were
pretty
doing
good.
a little before a little comparison in the mirror just then.
And I'm buffer.
And I'm like, are you for real, dude? You can see your muscles. I will show you guys. You can see your muscles. And I'm like, why didn't I freaking do it? Why was I with? Why did I hand it off to her? Should have gifted myself.
Oh, sorry.
No, but I feel like sorry. But no, I feel like for me, I just knew that it would be it would be more life-changing for Chelsea than it would have been for me. And I feel like that, like, I wanted that for her because I just knew that that was something that really, really bothered her. I'm such a good friend. Such a good friend. No, but like, really, you know, like, look how freaking, like, what a babe. With your cute little black t-shirt.
Just crying on camera.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. You can go onto the website. We'll leave the website
awesome,
down below.
like, we were doing before and after
we even
stuff.
like started.
Yeah.
Before because obviously she wanted to do her research because she didn't want to just go to like some person who's going to like mess her up.
Yeah.
So, and that's the important thing. It's finding the right doctor and making sure you're very comfortable with who you find. But the great thing about Dr. Sue is that he has so many before and after pictures
of
and
all different body types, right? So
and
we would have like slim,
small, medium, large, right?
Yeah, exactly. For specifically the arms that we were looking at, is that you could look at like a really slim woman who maybe was a super athlete, but like couldn't get some, and then see amazing results from that, and then like medium size, and then all up to very full figured women that have gone through this procedure. So it was like,
it's nice to be able to see a range.
Yeah, and it's not just like, here's a perfect person getting a little more perfect.
Yes, like you actually can see results. You can see picture after picture after picture on
videos.
Oh, totally. There's just so much. There's so much to see. So definitely go and check out the website if this is something that you are considering. And it was actually surprising to me how many people there were that were quite fit. Yeah. That were like, you would never expect to like want to go get lipo, because I'm like, dude, you're freaking ripped already. Yeah. But they did have amazing results, because maybe they did have a little extra bulk or whatever it is.
Or like that last little bit you can't get off your abdomen or something like that.
Like the pooch.
The pooch.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another thing that I want to mention in terms of Dr. Sue and how great his whole team is when you leave after your procedure, they give you his cell phone.
That's right.
You give his cell phone number, and my entire recovery process, since we're literally on the opposite side of the country, I could text him. I sent him pictures for checkup. I could text him questions, and he instantly got back to me. I sent him like a last video, kind of when I was like feeling the mobility was the best. I had a question about one thing. He answered me right away. Like, it's not like you go in, you're done, and it's over.
Communication is dead. Yeah,
like he is there the entire way. The nursing staff has like sent me emails to check up, give me like, hey, this is X time in your recovery. This is what you should expect, which was great, because there were some things where I'm like, is this weird? Like, should it be like this? And then I get an email and I'm like, oh, good.
You should talk about how hard it felt.
Yeah.
That was
the swelling is really weird, because it's like, it swells up and then your arms are really firm.
Almost like, what did he say? Like it was a,
what did he call it?
And we thought, that's a strange way to describe it.
Not a rock.
No, he said something else. Was it bark?
No. Woody. Yeah.
And we're like, what's
kind of woody feeling, and we're like, I don't know what that means. But almost where it's like, yeah, like if you imagine wood has a little bit of softness to it, right? Well, whatever, we can get technical, but you know, soft wood, and stop it. Anyway, and then like, yeah, it's like super firm everywhere, and I think that that's kind of been the best part of like, because it does take, I think 6 months to a year to get your full complete result. Like I still have certain parts in my arms where like you can feel it kind of firm right here.
Oh yes,
firm, right?
Yeah.
But like where like there's soft, like this is soft. Nice and soft. Yeah. So like you kind of go through this like, oh, my arm is feeling like an arm again.
Yeah.
Instead of like a weird
when you said you touched it and it felt kind of like almost like numb, even though it wasn't.
Oh, and the numbness, that's a trip too. Yeah. It's because you're totally numbed up, and then you know they've done a lot with your nerve endings too. So it's you have to touch your arms a lot to bring that sensation back. And I don't think I have anywhere I'm numb anymore.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm
they're
just
still
so impressed.
I know.
They look so good.
Me too.
I'm going to go ahead and leave all of Dr. Sue's information in the description box. I will also put it in the comment section so that you guys can follow him on Instagram. You can check out his website. If this is something that you have been considering, or maybe you didn't even know it was an option, and you think, you know what, this actually might possibly change my life, definitely check it out. But I would highly recommend Dr. Sue for, just from me looking at the results, I think they're amazing.
Yeah, hands down.
So
there's
good.
no way that,
I'm about to go get my thighs sucked out.
Yes.
I hope that you guys found that helpful and at least interesting, even if it's not something that you need to get or even, are interested in getting. But just, I feel like it's always interesting, and also just to see, what others are experiencing.
Yeah, and like kind of, I know this is coming from me and I'm the subject, but like, I don't know, to be reminded that we're all human and we're all real, and we all have insecurities, and a lot of us are seeking for a solution when in this scenario like diet and exercise doesn't work, or like, because I think that's really important to be said. Like, it's not like I was an off the couch person. This is something that I've struggled with forever, and I'm an active person anyway. And I think that it's amazing that science has come this far, and this is something that we can do now.
Well, and also I don't think anyone should ever feel ashamed to go the plastic surgery route. And I have been very open with this as far as Botox when I got my lip fillers. I feel like if there is something about you that you don't like, that is bumming you out, and personally, without anyone else's you know, opinion of you, is making you feel sad or self-conscious, you should not be ashamed to go and sort it out and fix it. If it's something that you can,
and it's for you. At the end of the day, like,
if it's like,
for you. It's for you. If this is what you want, this is your body, this is your choice, you can do that. And
that's the beauty of 2020. Is that you have these options and that you can do them. And if it's something that is gonna, that you think is gonna change your life or make you feel better about yourself, I'm all about that. And I don't think you should be ashamed.
More power to you.
Yeah, like if you have the means to do it, fix it. If it's gonna make you feel good and feel happier, do it. Like, I'm all about that life. So we're gonna go now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you guys found this helpful, found it interesting. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And in another, however, it's been like a year. Well, before Florida, it had been a
like
year.
Over a year. I know. Sad life. Maybe we'll do it again.
Maybe we'll start a talk show.
Yeah.
Gosh, that would be dreams. That would be goals.
Maybe quarterly.
Whoa,
we
Nelly.
could have
the quarterly Sam and Chelsea show.
Yes.
Don't you think it would be really fun, like how they have like numerous people and then they have guests and things? I would like that.
That would be fun.
I used to like actually hold a microphone when I was like in my teenage years.
Like you're like.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Like I would pretend that I was a TV presenter, and I'd be like,
meant to be.
How do you feel about this?
I
would love that. Like, I think that would be so fun. But anyway, enough about me.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again very soon.
Bye.
Bye.